Can you tell me a little bit about what your style is and how it's changed over the years?
It's abstract, but it's very colorful abstract.
You know what?
And I also do I do portraits and I do some nudes as well too that are.
Go Colt! Hey, you're right.
Yay!
They're more abstract in color, but they're more realistic in form.
Okay.
So when I do, I'm actually working on 2 commission pieces right now where they're portraits, and they're going to be realistic, but they're going to be very abstract in color.
Okay.
And I tell people that too. If I do a commission piece for somebody, I'll let them know that he might end up being pink or aqua or.
Just warning you.
And I don't know what I'm going to paint them until I actually start to get a feel for them and stuff, and start the actual piece.
All right. Is there any current projects that you'd like to mention that you're working on right now?
There's a cool project right now that's going on at the Unitarian Church in Rager.
Okay.
They did a call to artists that a member of the church has donated funds for a grant to have a piece done behind the altar.
Okay.
And they've narrowed it down to I think 6, and I'm one of the 6 artists for that. So they're going to be finalizing that down to the next 2 artists within the next. Actually, it's supposed to be this month, but it's a really cool concept because it's coming up with something that they want. They don't want it to be really like a religious thing necessarily. They want it to be something that is meaningful. And the theme of it is we are each other's keeper.
Okay.
So I've come up with a couple ideas for that and stuff. And that's one that I'm really kind of excited about to see how it pans out or whatever. But it's
okay.
That one, and then I'm also doing a portrait for Mac Worthington, the metal artist. I'm doing his portrait.
So I also wanted to ask you, I noticed from your website that you got into commercial art for a long time. Was that your profession for many years? And how does that translate into what you're doing now?
It's with commercial art, I've been in that business for 28 years. I had my own ad agency and graphic design business for about 9 years down in Naples. And I've had some really awesome clients. I had Citibank, I worked with Chase Manhattan, Reebok was one of my clients in Naples. It's like I had some really good clients, and I really enjoyed working with them, and I still do. I still do that. But what I love about my fine art is it's like I don't have to paint for a market or a brand. I just do what I want to do. It's me doing what I want to do. It's like be free to do what I want to do. It's me being me.
Okay. Have you sold any of your fine art to any commercial art leads? Like, has it ever crossed over? Does it ever cross over?
Let me think about that.
Oh, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. All right. Well, I'm here.
I've had a lot of people in the advertising business who told me over there to stop by some of my work. Well, it's kind of hard to say because I also in the advertising end of it, I also do illustration work as well too.
Okay.
So some of that does. There's one of my clients. Like I had this like change of life thing about 10 years ago where I just kind of like any of my advertisers that were like financial institutions or anything that wasn't helping others.
Okay.
I just didn't want to do it anymore. I only wanted to do things that were somehow going to change the world in some way or help somebody else in some way.
Okay.
So what I've done was I kept my clients that, for the most part, that are like the Children's Advocacy Center in Naples, Collier County. I've had them as a client for about 9 or 10 years, maybe longer. And with them, it's fun because I do illustrations and stuff for their promotions and stuff like that, and that's kind of a fun thing. So in some ways, yeah, the art does follow into the advertising part of it as well too, the media part.